In my nearly 4.5 years of doing this type of coverage, we have talked about many different types of cringe, but nothing has been more potent than seeing this live-action trailer for the canceled Powerpuff Girls show, which is just, it's on another level, man, because as somebody who, I grew up at the time, I didn't watch the Powerpuff Girls or anything like that, and I'm not trying to run cover and think that I'm too cool for the room. It was one of those things that came out at a time when I was kind of aging out of that content, and also it just never really appealed to me at all whatsoever. But I was also around people, and I got a sibling that was of the right age, so yeah, it was on at the time, but it was never something that I specifically went out and attempted to consume. But I knew enough about it, and yeah, had some voice actors that have some reverence for. Tara Strong, complete psychopath but very good at her job. I forget which one of the girls that she played. I don't know if she was the drunk, the non-binary, or the race-changed one, but I'm sure that she would approve of this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is approving of this leaked trailer, which, okay, because CW still at this point in time falls under the Warner Brothers banner, so knowing that they at least produced a trailer for this abomination that we've been hearing about, okay, the CW has been threatening this for a long time, because this goes back a couple of years. I seem to recall something about a leaked script coming out, and it alluded to a lot of these terrible things that were manifest in this trailer. So it vindicates those leaks from back in the cut. But because this is under the Warner Brothers umbrella and it ends up getting, shit canned, I'm also wondering at the same time, how bad was that Batgirl film that got thrown into the dustbin? I'm just wondering, man, if we're ever going to see a leak of that, I'd imagine, at some point in time that thing's going to release and that's going to leak in some form or fashion. How close was it to completion? And how bad was it for it to be totally 86th when something like the Powerpuff Girls at least got to a point where it was getting promotional material made for it? But the CW's Powerpuff Girls live action footage leaks. Bubbles is a drunk, Buttercup hates a gender normative costume, and more from canceled show, which, oh my god. The one thing that I could say is okay, their dad, who I know from Scrubs, Donald Faison, who is awesome. Scrubs is a show that I don't get an opportunity to talk about a lot, but I really like Scrubs quite a bit. It's one of my favorite shows, and something that I'm unfortunately going to have to talk about in the near future, because they're threatening us also with a reboot of that, which I don't even want to think about, right? Because I really like the first 7-ish seasons, and then when, funny how this always tends to happen, when Elizabeth Banks started to show up, she ended up ruining the quality of the show in season 9. The less said about that, the better. But everything prior to Elliot moving into private practice is quite legendary. It's been a long time since I've rewatched it. I've got it on DVD, so I gotta run it back, because it was so good. It was so good. But anyways, back to shit that sucks. In 2021, the CW ordered and shot a live-action Powerpuff Girls pilot starring Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, Yana Perot, and Donald Faison, only for the series to be canceled and never see the light of day until now, which is wild how all of a sudden this just popped up. Why now? It's kind of like when that Batgirl stuff eventually does leak, it's just gonna drop on a Wednesday in 26 or something like that. Who knows, man? No, but footage from the canceled series has been leaked onto YouTube and made into a trailer. Sources at CW confirmed to Variety that the footage is real, but a final trailer was never assembled before Powerpuff Girls was axed. It's funny because I've seen the trailer. Trailer, and it looks all but complete. Everything outside of day and date of release of the series, it's all there. It's cut together as a trailer. But anyways, at the time of the cancellation, CW may have been putting together a trailer for upfronts. Sources say the leaked footage would not have passed CW standards, which is, we're dealing with CW standards, okay? They gave 3 seasons to Batwoman, okay? How many different Arrowverse shows came out? There was, 8 seasons of The Flash? They put out Crisis on Infinite Earths, for Christ's sakes, okay? They're still heralding the sub 1 million success of WWE NXT is something to write home about. A network that has never turned a profit its entire existence. This is something that didn't pass their standards. Wow. That's great. They did Riverdale, okay? Holy shit. The network sometimes used outside vendors to assemble trailers, so the leak could have been a rejected trailer from a third party. It may have also been a Warner Brothers TV trailer created for LA screenings or San Diego Comic-Con, which I guess. Nevertheless, the leaked footage spread on social media Thursday. It introduces Bennett. Bennett. This one should definitely be told to let off some steam as Blossom. Cameron as Bubbles. Perot as Buttercup. And Faison as Professor Drake Utonium, which is very much a departure. Very much a departure from the original Professor, but as the CW, of course, this was expected, as who created the trio of heroes in his laboratory. Yeah, the trailer shows younger versions of the Powerpuff Girls, their rise to fame, which includes the original Cartoon Network series. And their lives as young adults. Blossom is constantly stressed. Bubbles was constantly drinking and throwing up in a trash can, while Buttercup was constantly rebellious. Oh, and it's even worse than the description paints. I'm not wearing that dress anymore. It's gender normative and ass ugly. She actually says that, guys. Pro says. Things change when Powerpuff Girls accidentally kill the adult human version of Mojo Jojo. Yeah, one of the most... Okay, like I said at the beginning, like I didn't even watch Powerpuff Girls, but I was, tangentially aware of some of the stuff. Like I forgot that they were made, right, of sugar and spice and everything nice. Like I remember the intro of the show, okay, but Mojo Jojo, one of the most iconic animated villains of a generation. They just kill him off screen. It's like, what are you doing? Okay. Which results in Blossom running away, a Buttercup working as a firefighter. Yeah, causing somebody's accidental death really makes you want to become a hero in a different avenue. Okay. And Bubbles moving to Hollywood, and Mojo's vengeful son, Joseph Jojo Mondell, Nicholas Padani, becoming the mayor of Townsville. Several years later, the Powerpuff Girls reunite to fight Jojo Jr. because they killed your dad, so they can come back and kill you too. Weird. Okay, who's brainwashed Townsville and framed Professor Utonium. Oh god, they're all possessed. This is exactly like the gathering of the Juggalos. In 2021, even when this was filmed, very timely reference. Bubble says as the heroes watch Citizens Riot, you've been Buttercup asks, oh yeah, I'm down with the clown. Oh my god, doesn't this sound like super cringe? Okay, this sounds absolutely atrocious, but yeah, like I said, like I've seen the trailer. Okay, but here's the thing. On Thursday, too, Powerpuff Girls canceled CW series. A trailer drops online, and it's one of the worst things ever created. That's not even hyperbole. Like, it's really bad. WB shoots down trailer with mass copyright claims. And here's the thing, okay? Like, I seen it on Twitter, and yeah, the original source, it was very much DMCA'd. And this is one of those situations where if even WB and the CW don't want you to see it, you know it's bad. Like, this harkens back to the Naughty Dog Last of Us Part 2 leaks that were coming out prior to the game's release. It's like, no, I can't be that bad. No, just talking about this. No, and then you're getting DMCA'd. It's like, what's going on out here? How bad could it be? And then I searched out the trailer, and it's like, oh shit, it really is that bad. And well, even at risk of getting DMCA'd, so I've sped the clip up a little bit, and I'm not going to full screen it, but if I had to experience this, I had to look at this, you guys too, okay? We're all going to have to experience it. There's the CW watermark down there in the corner, and like I said, this is actually cut and produced like a real-ass trailer that was set to go to circulation, so I'm wondering how close they got to this before they went, guys, we can't release this shit. Like if Disney put out Echo, and they're about to put out Ironheart, and Warner Brothers put out Blue Beetle, the CW decided to pull this crap. Like, oh god, it has to be bad, right? It has to be bad. Oh yeah, it's that bad. Let's take a look. God, brace for impact. Trust me, bro. It's really... We're going to pause this. I think I have it on 0.15 speed. Yeah, I got to put it on 1.5 speed. So just in case.
Blossom was constantly stressed.
Wait, is it daylight savings?
Buttercup was constantly rebellious.
I'm not wearing that dress anymore. It's gender normative and ass ugly.
Oh my god. See, that wasn't even a hyperbolic quote. She actually said that, huh? That's yeah, that's something, huh? And in 20... Okay, and then you got Bubbles. Yeah, who's always the quirky one. I think Tara Strong voiced her, right? Okay, anyways.
And Bubbles was constantly drinking. Go get him! And on one fateful day, the girls made a fatal error.
Oh my god, that's quintessential, bad green screen CW. Like, what are we doing?
Costing Mojo his life. In the wake of disaster, Blossom ran away. Buttercup became a real hero. And Bubbles, well, she made it all the way to Hollywood Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Bubbles.
Is she supposed to be an aspiring influencer hawking wares on Hollywood Boulevard, or is she like an OnlyFans chick, proto OnlyFans chick? Like what? Okay.
Everybody wants to talk to fake Jesus. Hi.
Well,
The Powerpuff Girls are coming to town tomorrow.
all three?
The Powerpuff Girls reteaming. Hell no, I'm never caping for Townsville again.
Oh my God. It's like, it's so interesting, right? Because the young Powerpuff Girls, it's funny, right? The way that they show them is very gender diverse, even though you take a look at the original girls and, yeah, they're all, not diverse. Let's say that. It was a different time.
The 3Bs back in Townsville.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. And why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this to my guy? Why you gotta do that?
I didn't want to bring this up yet, but I have reason to believe that darkness may be returning.
Like monsters?
Okay, from Oscar winner Diablo Cody, whose real name is Brooke Morio. Okay, previously, Boosie Hunt, or Boosie. Oh, okay, cool. Who won the Oscar for a Best Adapted Screenplay for Juno. It's funny, who starred in Juno? Whatever happened to that actress? Very strange. So yeah, somebody who did one good thing, but then also wrote the screenplay for Jennifer's Body. That screams somebody that you need to put on the Powerpuff Girls reboot. Okay? Yeah, I don't know if that's copyright music or anything like that, but hopefully because it's sped up and, well, it's just completely and utterly made by sped, so...
In a sweeping reversal of fate, the Powerpuff Girls are beloved again in Townsville.
You're my daughter's first.
So in a reversal of fate, which that's clunky in and of itself, in a reversal of fate, the Powerpuff Girls are now loved again, even though they were being swarmed outside of their house and people were begging for the Powerpuff Girls to reunite. Very interesting, okay?
Your happiness is all that matters.
I'm really sorry for accusing your dad of mass terrorism.
Yeah. Is she flirting? I guess we're even. I mean, we are not even. I mean, just like.
Oh. See, that's what I mean, okay? Coming soon, it even says it there. It's like, this is cut exactly like a trailer, so how close to this was being released upon the world? It's very interesting. It's very interesting, but yeah, Universal. I don't even need to pull up the reaction to this stuff. If you were on Twitter, if you were on social media on Thursday, you would have seen this stuff go around, and that right there, that is next level weapons grade cringe. And even as somebody who was not a fan of the original, I mean, we've seen franchises come and go and get destroyed by the powers that be in recent years, but that right there, oof, boy, that's really something else. But thankfully, you dodged a bullet, a big rainbow colored bullet. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Conspale. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.